come with me for a tour around Whiteley shopping centre in Fareham, Hampshire. So you have to drive in first through, there's a couple of different ways you can get into Whiteley actually. We just took one of the routes. I think there's like 3 different ways you can get in, but this is probably the most common route. And then we are going to park up. To come shopping in Whiteley. There's lots of options for dining. So as you just saw, you've got Frankie and Benny's, you've got Prezzo, and you also have McDonald's. And then further down that end over there, you do have a Harvester as well, which I will walk outside of, but I'm going to try and do this so I'm not kind of walking back and forward on myself. But we're going to head towards Marks and Spencer's, which is going to take us round by where the majority of the shops are. Just here you have Pet's Corner. I don't know if they have these everywhere because I've not actually seen one of these anywhere else, so I'm not sure if this is actually an independent store or if it is a chain of stores. But it's located right next to Marks and Spencer's, and within this Marks and Spencer's you do have a food hall and a clothing section and a very small homeware section if you go upstairs. They do also have a cafe inside. And then to the right hand side of Marks and Spencer's, if you're walking the same way I have, you've got a Poundland as well. If you continue walking down, you also have a Costa. Again, this is still opposite Marks and Spencer's, so it's a fairly big Marks and Spencer's, but not massive. And then you also have Wagamama if you want to grab something to eat here. There's probably the main entrance for Marks and Spencer's, and you also have a car park just over there. As you walk down Whiteley, you've got Waterstones, a Greggs, Kitchen House or Kitchen Horse, and there's also a shoe. You have an Accessorize just coming up on the right hand side, and you've got River Island just here as well. Then you have Sea Salt, Vision Express and the Body Shop. They're all opposite H&M on this side. And then right on the corner there, you've got Beaverbrooks, which is a jewellery store. If you're not familiar with some of these shops in the UK, if you're viewing from elsewhere, please do pop a comment and I'll be happy to answer what that sort of store is. There's a Mountain Warehouse just over here. Cute little ice cream truck. We're going to take a right at Beaverbrooks. All those lovely pieces of jewellery just there. And as you come down here, you have Quiz Clothing. You also have WH Smith. And there's a dessert shop here as well. So you'll notice that I've kind of gone in a big circle because we're back at Frankie and Benny's, and also on this corner you have a Starbucks coffee. So if we head towards Starbucks, and then I'll take you down towards the Harvester pub. So just around here you have a Harvester. I must say it's quite busy today. It is a Sunday. If you do come here on the weekend, it does tend to be very busy. So if you come during the week, it's a lot quieter. The shops generally are open until 7 p.m. If I come shopping around here, I tend to come around 5 o'clock, depending on how much I have to do. I'll come around 5 o'clock because it's a lot quieter, or even 6 o'clock if I've only got a couple of things that I want to do, because literally there is nobody in the shops and there's nobody walking around. So if, like me, you don't like coming shopping when it's really busy, avoid the weekends, avoid coming during the day. Probably the best time to come is like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, quite late in the evening, 5, 6 o'clock, when everybody's gone home for their dinner after they've been at work. Get yourself out down here if this is where you want to come and do your shopping then. So as we come back around here, we've got M Next on the left hand side, and that's opposite Fat Face. By the way, I'm massively out of my comfort zone right now because people do tend to stare at you when you're talking to yourself, walking around with a phone, even though half these people probably watch YouTube. We also have Moss just here, and Flying Tiger. They sell lots of bits and bobs. My children love it in there. Clinton's, if you want to get your card gifts. Claire's Accessories, probably Aurora's favourite store ever on the planet. Again, we're still kind of opposite Superdrug. There's a Smiggle just here. All your back to school bits and pieces. It will get busy there in the next couple of weeks, I would imagine. JD Sports, we've got Pandora, Holland and Barrett. So there's quite a lot of shops here. There's a big variety. Clark's, that's going to get very busy in the next couple of weeks. Ernest Jones. You've got Sports Direct on the left there. And we're just coming up to Boots on the right hand side. And then just in the middle here, you've got, I think it's called Barja or Barja. I'm not really sure. It's a Mexican place and the food always smells amazing. You also have Trespass and Cafe Nero down on the right hand side. Mamas and Papas. The Entertainer. And I'm not sure why. I think my phone actually just stopped recording on its own. But then on the corner here you also have Rock Up, which is kind of like an indoor rock climbing place. Now we've come over to, this is actually the third car park, which goes quite far over there and then quite far over to the left. So there's 3 car parks. It's not a huge shopping complex, to be honest. It just has a lot of footfall, and so that's the need to obviously have so many car parks here. So you also have a Five Guys. This is where there is more food. I'm not really sure why they didn't just put all of the food places together and then all of the shopping places together. They are a little bit spread out, but I suppose if you're coming out for food, generally you're going to know what you want to eat anyway. You have a Nando's. And outside each of these restaurants, generally you do have the menus available. You have a Burger King just here. And if we continue to walk down, there was a place called Jurassic Grill just here. We have eaten here once and it was actually really good, so I'm quite surprised that it did shut down. It was never really that busy, but I'm assuming, I think it was something to do with their parent company shut down, or I don't know. If anybody knows anything further, please do pop it in the comments. Dim Tea. There's also a Cineworld here, so if you want to come and watch a movie and then come and grab something to eat afterwards, you can do that. You have Wildwood, your grills, pizza and pasta, and then at the very end here there is a restaurant called, well, a restaurant bar called Bar and Block. So we are now going to turn around, walk back on ourselves and walk towards the other shops that are available. There is also a supermarket here, which is a Tesco. It is a very small Tesco, so don't feel like you can go there and do your full shop, because it's unlikely you're going to be able to get everything that you need from there. And also just over there you can see between the trees there is a Tesco petrol station, so if you are running low on fuel you can pop into there. Okay, we've finally got up a bit closer. Actually, it's not that far a walk, it's literally 30 seconds. But I didn't want to walk holding my phone above my head. So just over here you have got a TUI to book your holidays. Although every time I see a sign outside here, honestly I feel like it's the most expensive holidays that they advertise. We've got Wenzel's the Bakers. There is a Subway just over here. There is a Jojo Maman Bibi, I think that's how you pronounce it. And then finally you've got the Card Factory and you have the Tesco store. So I'm not going to walk down to the Tesco store. I think everybody's probably seen outside the Tesco. But that is everything you will find at Whiteley Shopping. If there is anything within this video that you'd like to see more of, for example, if you want me to take you for a walk around one of the shops, maybe Sports Direct or Boots or wherever it might be, or you want to see some of the menus available at some of the eating complexes here, please just drop a comment in. We can certainly bring you around so you can have a look. But also don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to see more videos of more places that we visit, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Actually, there is something I missed. When you come down past Next, so Next is on your right hand side, there are a few more small shops here. I never actually really come down here, so I couldn't tell you what's available, so let's go and explore it together. There are some public toilets here, actually that's quite good to know, so if you are shopping around here you can take a rest break. And then there is a shop here called Skin Squared, which looks like it might be where they do some cosmetic, like minor cosmetic nails, things like that. There is an empty lot. Actually, I'm not quite surprised. Around here people don't tend to really look, although saying that, it looks like it's like a clothes swap shop or something that run every so often. You've got a Walker and Water here, which is a property company. There is a sports and fitness centre here, Everyone Active. Sports and fitness for everyone. I'm not sure if they have like a swimming pool or anything. And then just over here, actually this is like a little hidden car park. I actually don't know how many car parks this place has, but it's quite a lot. We head over here, you've got Hair OTT, which looks like it's a hair salon. Actually it looks quite nice. I don't know, is it a hair salon or a place where they just sell products? No, it looks like a hair salon. But there's, oh, they must be the gowns that are hung up over there in the corner. Very quiet for a Sunday. I think there's one person in there. Lush Dogs, dog grooming place, which looks like it's shut down. Barbers on the Square, that's closed today. And then you also have a Specsavers as well. So actually there is a lot to do around here. Personally, I wouldn't recommend if you need things like your treatments over in Skin Squared or an optician's appointment to come here on a weekend, because like I said before, it does get very chaotic. There is also lots of photo ops. So this is like a giant bear that you can sit on his hand or you can sit in his arm. And then just next to that is this really cute, I don't know what you call it, but it's on the bench, so you can sit on the bench and have a photo taken. I'm sure if I had Aurora here with me, we'd be doing lots of the photo ops. That was my tour around Whiteley shopping. If you would like to see anything else from around here, or if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to see more from our channel.